Hello everyone, and welcome back to something different. And Stormworks is my most played game on Steam. And right now, shit is going down. Because the developers have just released their new space DLC, as you can see here. First of all, there's already an issue with this. The community is begging the devs to stop pumping out DLCs and fix the optimization. But we'll get to that in a minute. The biggest issue is that this space DLC has needed to update the physics to make space actually work. And to do that, they have had to break everything. Because it seems what they've done is they've changed up the physics to make it so that space works, and then not actually tested anything other than spaceships. Because turns out, in a game called Stormworks Build and Rescue, where the entire game, since it's been released, since it's been out since like 2016, but it didn't go out of early access until 2020. But it's always been about building boats, then it added other shit. Nobody asked for space, and nobody wants space. And now that this update has thoroughly broken everything, the community is going mad. If you check the official Discord, everyone is shitting on the devs and joking about them making the next DLC the food DLC and shit like that. And if we scroll down here, the reviews, the new DLC, along with its update, came out today. It came out today! It is the 12th of October, and it came out today. Already. If we go to the page, and we look at the review graph, 47 negative. It hasn't even been out for a day. It's been out for a few hours at most. And the last time I checked this, which was about half an hour ago or an hour ago, it was at 24. This game is getting review bombed, and it deserves it. And if you want to know why, let's just have a look at the reviews. First off, we've got Jangles putting a negative review until the devs care about the community and fix the game to playable standard. Updates that break the game, and DLC that costs half as much as the entire game and that nobody asked for. Newest update broke everything. Do not purchase this game at this time. Devs need to get off their access and actually fix shit. And if we go through all of the negative reviews, the update broke everything. I mean everything. I have well over 700 hours across multiple Steam accounts, and now it's all down the drain. They broke buoyancy. How the hell, in a game about building ships, do you mess up something as fundamental as buoyancy? I have completely lost faith in the devs for this once great game. Update ruined everything. New space DLC. It adds a spool movement if you go up enough. It broke literally everything. Like, how do you even manage to do that, my guy? Did he even try to play the game at all after they made this? How do you not realize something is this wrong? 2,000 hours as well. I love this game. I had so much fun researching and building boats on it. Unfortunately, at its core, the game is a bit broken. This is most apparent when you first start playing, because things don't work and it becomes very frustrating. Eventually, you'll learn how to use glitches and exploits to make the things you want. The most recent update to the game completely broke it. It was a DLC we didn't want, that doesn't fit the game at all, and it broke the rest of the game. Boats now float worse than ever. Complex boats are completely broken, and both of the glitches you could use to make boats float are non-functional. Do not buy at this point. The game is broken. It will take forever to fix, and the current attitude or process or whatever it is that leads the devs to release a broken update and DLC like this that is completely ill-advised is in full swing. It is all downhill from here unless major changes are made and fixes are rolled out at a much quicker pace than usual. Until then, this is a game with a single barely functional DLC, a broken core experience, and a boat game where you can't build boats. And he's not exaggerating when he says you can't build boats. Because if we go into this server here, first off, this is my boat I've been working on for 2 weeks. Capsized when I spawned them. If we scroll up, Jingles' boat doesn't work either. Everything's broken. And here, this game has one of the worst content creeps ever. I put 4,000 hours into War Thunder, and this is somehow worse. With each new major update is a new DLC that's half the price of the base game and has content that should be vanilla. Worse still, with each new major update, anything previously apart from the game scope, originally shipbuilding, then helicopters, then aircraft, then land vehicles, then trains, and now space, has a fair chance of getting either partially or completely broken. It has gotten to the point where with today's release of the space DLC, everything that came before the DLC has gotten completely broken. Everything is now speed limited to Mach 1.4. Opening a door can cause your vehicle to start doing barrel rolls because the devs tried to simulate pressure. That's what caused this. Anything that used steam is now completely broken. And even ships, the originally purpose of the game, now sink when spawned, because air has mass. This is the second reason this happened, and the reason this happened. Geometra. If you read this, please, just focus on optimizing your game rather than trying to drastically change the fundamental ways that creations work. Don't put yourself on deadlines that you can't meet without causing something like this. Millions of hours poured into creations has been put to waste because you couldn't be bothered to get a team of closed beta testers or do any in-house testing. Either that or they did do it and just didn't give a shit about what about the results they got. Major updates that break key features on vehicles. Devs that listen to what a small population of the community wants, rather than what the majority of the community needs. Unreliable, if not downright awful multiplayer. Devs, I hope you are ashamed of yourselves. Fix your damn game. Now, let me elaborate on the issues up until now. You see, similar to the War Thunder shenanigans that happened a few months ago, this is not something that's happening out of nowhere with one update that breaks everything. This has been building up for a few months or years, and this is the straw that brought the camel's back. The devs, since 2021, or this is forever really, have been neglecting actually making the game playable in multiplayer, and fixing the optimization, and fixing the bugs, which there are plenty of, and instead churning out a DLC every year since 2021. First with the weapons DLC, which was, alright, it's good, I'm not gonna complain. Then the year after, the Industries DLC, which is, alright, okay, it's good, but guys, please, I can't load in more than 2 ships at once without my game crashing again. Can you fix that? And now, with the Space DLC, that breaks the entire game to its core. And this is just ridiculous. This has been your Stormworks SITREP, and I'm gonna play 2042 because they're doing a free week. I'll see you when all of this blows over. Have a good night.